Here it comes. There's gonna be one big Osrul. I used Fisher King to secure it, believe it or not. Saskia, sick, nice. Really plays it back there. All right, here we go, here we go. Are you ready? Ladies and gentlemen, begin the feast. And again. Not bad. Okay. I got no idea what that contract is, man. I'm very curious to see. That is some disgusting points. That is some ridiculous points, I gotta admit, man. Oh, it's disgusting, man. Honestly, it's ridiculous. You must take the match from me. I never quit. I'm not afraid of her either. Absolutely not afraid. Yes! Ho ho ho! Look at that. Double thrive. My Aussie is bigger than your gourd, mate. Do all the hocus pocus you want. It's not gonna save you. No black magic works against me. What's up, legends? Welcome back to another deck guide. Before we get into today's list, if you've not subscribed to this channel yet, please take the time to do so now. My next objective that I'm aiming to reach is to achieve 10,000 subscribers on this channel. I really appreciate your help in achieving that goal. For today, I have a monsters deck for you all. It's titled Double Osrul because we are playing Syanna, and Syanna allows us to repeat the deploy of a unit, and basically that almost gives us two Osruls in a sense, right? We can play Osrul twice. So that's kind of a bit of a special thing about this deck. Syanna, Osrul, pretty big combo. Leader ability that we're utilizing is Force of Nature. Spawn and play Woodland Spirit. That's this token unit that you see here. We're really looking to save leader ability once we have both Koshis down on the board, and then you're just going to hit it and trigger a lot of thrive at that time. Usually this comes out either when you're trying to 2-0 the opponent or in a short round 3. Stratagem we're utilizing is Crystal Skull. Boost an allied unit by 4, giving it fail. So the targets for Crystal Skull can be the Hounds or the Witch Apprentices, in particular when we're going first. What I'm going to do is take you through this list bottom up, explain how best to play each card, when to play it during a match, and then we're going to discuss how to execute the strategy for this deck. So to begin with, we have a lot of bronzes here, and bear in mind, the overall strategy that we're utilizing is a Thrive strategy with this deck. So we do have two Neckers, Thrive unit. Spawn a base copy of this unit, summon it to this row. Neckers are a nice way to open up into the first round proactively if you like, or into any round for that matter. And as we play units with a higher power than the Necker, they'll be boosting themselves upwards. So you could save one Necker round 1 and the other for the subsequent rounds. We have Drowner to give our deck some flexibility in what it can achieve. I think movement can come in handy sometimes. So, and once again, this is a Thrive unit, so it does have a greater synergy with the rest of the deck too. It allows you to move an enemy unit to the other row, damage it by 2. Typically with the Drowner, you're not going to search for it unless you know your opponent is playing a powerful road-locked unit, such as Scoia'tael, which is pretty prevalent at the moment. You'd most likely be utilizing Drowner when you see someone play a Carapace leader ability and you're expecting to see Scoia'tael come out. We have double Orchard Mantrap. We're looking to play Orchard Mantrap melee row with this deck. Consume an allied unit. This unit triggers Thrive an additional time. Quite good in Thrive decks. And the idea that I like to utilize this card for in this deck is once we have both Koshis down on the board, in a short round, we're just going to play the Mantraps out at that time. So save them for that opportunity. 2 Wild Hunt Hounds. They're an engine boosting themselves by 1 as long as we have the highest powered unit on the field at the time. Most likely we will, because we are utilizing Imlerith to discard Egan. We have Spear Tip, we have She Who Knows. So we should be able to get that consistency out of these cards. I do like to open up early on with Wild Hunt Hound into a round just to start getting that boosting value out. So we have Pella here, allows us to purify a unit. If something of ours gets locked or gains any other status, we can of course remove it. But remember, you can use Pella as well on your opponent's units if they are resilience units, or maybe on your opponent's defender and you want to target something behind defender, perhaps with spores or maybe the Drowner. You can do that with this deck. 2 Neca Warriors. Deploy if this card will not trigger any of your Thrive units. Damage yourself by 3 and infuse yourself with Thrive. You can play the Neca Warriors with the Necas just to help in getting Thrive, and maybe in round 1 to help towards getting Sabbath for She Who Knows as well. And then of course you could play the other out anytime, even with the Endrega Lava with the Koshis, it should work good at that time too. Spores offers us a bit of control, reset the power of a unit. So obviously you're going to target units with a boost with this. Bear in mind, we have a few units with a tall base power, so if they become damaged down like She Who Knows or Spear Tip, you can use this defensively to heal your own opponent, your own unit back up as well. Double Witch Apprentice. At the end of your turn, boost off by 2. Witch Apprentice can be quite nice, in particular round 1. You could play one out or both, it's really up to you. And because we have a few high tempo plays and we will be generating quite a fair amount of points, I think Witch Apprentice will play good into round 2 as well. Keep in mind, Sabbath plays that can be a bit more awkward in shorter rounds, but then again, we've got Leader, which is a 9-point unit, so maybe we could have a bit of extra reach with Witch Apprentice in different rounds. Fisher King. This is to provide our deck consistency. Move any card from your deck to the top. A little tip with Fisher King. I find Fisher King works pretty good with Imlerith, because Imlerith allows us to draw a card. So if you need something in your hand right away and you have Imlerith, let's say you could use Fisher King round 1, then your next turn could be Imlerith melee row, and you draw that card you thin to the top. So it works quite nice in that kind of a combo. But of course, try to play this out round 1 to ensure your important gold cards that we have in this deck. Anything like Sir Scratch-A-Lot, the Koshis, Siana, those kinds of cards in particular. Old Spear Tip thins out, Old Spear Tip Asleep thins out this Old Spear Tip from our deck. That's how this card works. What you want to do is always leave that 12 powered unit in your deck for this card to thin out, for that matter. And I'd suggest you do this round 1 early on, because whenever you have thinning in a deck, thinning options, you always want to prioritize utilizing that early. So as the match progresses, you're more likely to draw better cards, okay? So basically what happens after timer 3, after 3 turns, this card banishes itself and its power goes into that Old Spear Tip that you see there, making Old Spear Tip at 18 power. And that could work great with She Who Knows, giving that Spear Tip carryover in this deck. And it also provides Osrul a massive consume target. So we're looking to play Osrul's Deploy twice with this deck through Siana. What I'd say is probably second last move of the match, you play Siana, and then Osrul will be the final play. We're looking to play Osrul Range Throw, consume a unit from your graveyard. So make sure you click Siana's order first before you play this out. And by doing so, it'll allow you to consume 2 units from your graveyard. And the 2 units would be Egan and Spear Tip at a higher power, hopefully, if you got that effective thinning out of this card as well. Sir Scratch-A-Lot, it's a very strong card, this card. This is my second time playing it in a deck. I did make a deck with Sir Scratch-A-Lot. It was my first deck of this new season. So yeah, I've come back around to it. Super strong as your opponent plays cards. They'll be triggering the Thrive of our own units as well. At the start of the game, gain immunity, deploy, boost self by 0, increase the value by 2, then replay self. So the idea of Sir Scratch-A-Lot is that we want to save Sir Scratch-A-Lot when we have both Koshis down on the board, and then begin to use this card's ability to trigger the Koshi's Thrive and the Endrega Lava's Thrive. By doing so, the opponent's going to have many different threats to have to answer, and it's not going to be easy for them, because it's going to be like an engine overload that we're doing at that time, basically. So either a round 2 or 3 card. Imlerith allows you to draw a card, then discard a card. If it was a unit, boost self by its power. So we know that playing She Who Knows together with Egan is a bad idea, right? Because we'd be giving this resilience, and it wouldn't work according to how that synergy is. It's kind of anti-synergy. But to combat that, I've added Imlerith in this deck. So what I suggest you do is utilize Imlerith to discard Egan, and don't play him really until you've done that. I think it's the best way to go about it, because by doing so, that gives us the flexibility to play She Who Knows with a lot of points with Imlerith in one turn to help get Sabbath. The idea is that we kind of want to do that round 1 as much as possible. So like if you've got Egan and She Who Knows together, obviously you're not going to play them together like that. Try to play them separately and wait for Imlerith to discard Egan. Caranthir, spawn at 1 power, base copy of a monster unit with a provision cost 10 or less from your hand on this row. So the target for Caranthir that we're looking to spawn is going to be Koshi. And we're going to do this when Koshi hits Adrenaline 4. So we get the immediate value out of the Endrega Lava. So we're looking to use Caranthir at that time, either round 2 or in a short round 3. And that's going to give us a lot of engines on the board. Thrive engines, okay? Additionally, we have Royal Decree. Play a unit from your deck. I've gone for Royal Decree over Naglfar because consistency is very important for me when I'm building a deck and playing a deck to make it effective. You want to know that you can get exactly what you want when you want it for a deck to work as best as possible. So for that matter, I added Decree in, and it just helps you round 1 if you're missing something. You can imagine if round 1 you're missing some important cards and you've got a deck full of golds and you play Naglfar, it's kind of you're rolling the dice a bit. But with the Decree, I can target a specific unit I like. So I could go for She Who Knows right away, Imlerith, you know, Old Spear Tip Asleep, Fisher King, whatever it is. So just use it to get a good card that you need. Koshi we covered. We're looking to play Koshi twice in this deck. Bear that in mind. Egan gains armor equal to the number of cards in your hand. If this unit has no armor, destroy self. You won't have to worry about the deploy condition because we're utilizing Imlerith to put Egan in our graveyard, setting up Osril. So we want to prioritize that early on, round 1, if we can. And just save Imlerith and Egan together to be played in that fashion. So we've covered this card. It gets thinned out through Old Spear Tip Asleep. Just always make sure you keep it in your deck. Siana allows us to repeat the deploy ability of the next unit you play during this turn. So look, my deal with Siana is that, as I said, we're utilizing her to give Osril a massive point swing at the end of the match. But bear in mind, we have a backup play with Caranthir as well. That's something to consider. And good thing is that Siana got buffed to 5 power, so she's not too easy to kill off. And because we have so many different threats the opponent has to worry about, I think if they have control, they're going to waste it on a good number of things before we play Siana out. So play Siana out second last, because you got to remember, we got 2 Koshis, Endrega Lavas, Sir Scratch-A-Lot. So when they see Syanna, they're going to be like, what the hell? It's going to be too much for them to handle, I think. So I think in this case, Syanna without a defender may be able to still work because it's a bit of a sneaky play. So play Syanna second last, setting up Osril for a double consume. And then finally we have She Who Knows. I always like resilience aspects in decks because they allow you to take the match a certain way. So with She Who Knows, we're looking to play her round 1 as much as possible. At the end of the round, give resilience to the highest base power unit on your side of the battlefield. So we're hoping that's going to be Spear Tip at 18 base power. That's really good. But if not, she can carry over resilience throughout the entire match as long as we keep giving her the Sabbath condition, 25 points or more on a row. So you might want to play her late round 1 to not give the opponent an option to remove her. Now that I've covered the list, I'll explain how to execute the strategy for this deck. So what you want to do round 1 is commit cards such as Neckers, Wild Hunt Hounds, Necker Warriors, Witch Apprentice, Fisher King, Old Spear Tip. You got Imlerith, Egan, and She Who Knows. A combination of those cards, right? You can definitely go for the 2-0 with this deck. You're probably gonna, if you're gonna go for the 2-0, you're most likely gonna go all in. Okay, so make sure you've got a really good hand if you're gonna do that. But either way, the following cards you'd commit would be Caranthir into Koshi if you're close to Adrenaline range. If not, just play into the round a bit. You have Sir Scratch-A-Lot to perhaps play before Caranthir. You have the other Koshi to play out. Of course, you've got Orchard Mantraps. You have Leader to commit. So pretty much you're just going to spend the remaining important units that you have in your deck. Bear in mind, you're going to take the match a certain direction depending on your opponent's list and their strategy. So if they have a heavy control deck, it's most likely not a good idea to go into a long round 3, is it? You want to bleed the opponent at least of some good cards if you can. So then second last play would be Syanna. You're going to click her order, and then you play Osril last to consume Egan and Old Spear Tip. And hopefully that plays for a very big point swing. So thanks a lot for your support, and hope you enjoy the following matches. Are you sure you don't want to reconsider, Shade? What do we got? Okay. I don't really need Sabbath here. Just dominance. Usually Firespawn is non-control. Yeah. I agree with you on that. Congregation. It's all good, fool. You know, each to their own. I don't knock anyone for their style.
Test out the godless non-human.
Alright. They're being quite feisty already early on. Wait, should I play this out just for more Thrive, or... I don't know, we'll see, whatever. We got dominance. It's been established that we're the dominant player.
Come at me. Don't take this sword a toy.
I'm hoping. Can we just play Egan from hand here in this case? It's probably a smart thing to do. For me, I'd play vampires. You saying what you'd rather prefer to play, or?
The tongue can conceal the truth. The eyes never.
Maybe Decree's good. I like playing vampires, pretty fun.
Fire
I prefer Devotion if I'm gonna play vampires though. They're really going for it. Incredible stuff. Wow. On the token? Fallen Knight again.
Give what we demand, and we'll not
I think we just pass. With Unseen Elder. Thank you for the follow, appreciate it also. I'll be releasing this as a complete guide on my YouTube channel after stream. A new deck guide, yes, yes, indeed. It's always a new deck with me. I never do repeats. They might look similar, but it's going to be different some way. This is the second deck I've made with Sir Scratch-A-Lot. First one I made was when he first came out at the beginning of the season. So this is my second time really playing him in another deck. It's probably good to hold on to. Mill next. Oh, they decide to pass. That's interesting. Okay. And hopefully we just get our good stuff. I will keep spores in this case. I've never played Mill. Never in my entire Gwent career. Well, that would be good to have in hand, man. $3K special. She who knows? What's your question about her?
Radovid betrayed the order.
That will be our spores target.
How low we have fallen.
Does that take me out of wholesome category, Shade? If I start to do things like that? So we're going to be using... oh my goodness, how are we playing this out? Granthe is going to be for Cat, right? Why don't I just do it early then, if that's the case? Because Decree's going to get us Koshi. They either have control or they don't, and it's gonna go good or very bad. Wow, they don't.
The eternal fire guides. The eternal fire protects.
Might as well get the other one popping off too. It's a menace if you can't answer it, man. It really is. I'm gonna save it for... Well... I'm sticking to what I played it for. It's for Osrul. Maybe it's better to do that. Didn't really think about it. This could have been better. But then again, this is a sensitive card. You want to kind of play it late, huh? So, Koshi's on Adrenaline 4. You could play this here. But it's good thinking, Shade, to be honest. I like the call. Sometimes I miss things, you know? Not gonna lie.
Come at me if you must. Don't take
I've just
this
got
sword.
her kind of locked in my mind like second last play. Because I don't have Cave Troll. She's pretty sensitive sometimes.
Remove his cowl, then his ears.
Yeah, we're good for Adrenaline now. Wonder if will space be an issue for us? Thanks, Shade. I try my best. I do make errors sometimes, no doubt. A double cat player. Yo, I slayed the cat with the anti-cat deck. I've tamed the beast. Now I can play it. All right. That's the meaning behind this deck. Shoot.
Amulet. Think it'll save you?
By denying penance, you confirm your guilt.
Okay. So I think we click in this first. I'm a bit worried for space. And play this. Gotta leave room for, I think we'll just have enough room. But then again, Osrul's going ranged. So I'm not clicking that. Well, they've got a 12 in their graveyard. It's got me thinking. I think I will click then. We'll just go melee row.
Gaze into my eyes and witness your death.
It's probably worth it to keep doing it. I mean, there's strong engines. So we'll go like this.
I shall never forgive you, Arietta. Never.
Click it again. And then we'll just click her for Osrul onto the 12. And we'll spores one of the 13s most likely.
The eternal fire shall consume all that is impure.
Smash your rocket front.
Okay. I got no idea what that contract is, man. I'm very curious to see. That is some disgusting points. That is some ridiculous points, I gotta admit, man. Oh, it's disgusting, man. Honestly, it's ridiculous. Oh, it's ridiculous. It is, it is. We're talking a lot of points though. It was honestly a little scratch. Honestly. It wasn't even that big. 205. Tax collector or something? That. You see less and less rent-free decks. Cool, cool. Still being seen a lot, to be honest with you. Right. Unleash Imlerith. Don't want to pull that. We definitely want this in deck. A 1% drop? It can mean miracles for those of us who have been getting flogged by her. 1% counts. It's still a positive to me.
Perhaps a different ingredient. An active one.
An active ingredient of a kind.
Fly, princess, fly!
Yeah, it doesn't really bother you, fool.
Remove his cowl, then his ears.
Uh-oh. The spending. Oh no. What's going on, you bloody beautiful legend? That's things. Thank you for coming on, my friends. Really, really appreciate it. It's absolutely amazing to see you here. You are a legend, trust me. You are hereby a qualified legend. Join the rest of the pack. I wanted to throw shit your nose. Okay. Fisher King. Good. So put this away. Like I said, we could see poisons, man. You never know. Pretty much got the 2-0 hand here, to be honest with you. It would just be missing Osril. Maybe click away. Okay. You got that right. Yeah, we're looking to deploy Osril twice, but you could use it on Granthir too.
How about this one?
Pirate scenario, pretty cool. With the right synergy, it's nice. Got the right cards, good combos, it's good. Cultist is probably the only one I didn't get into. Just the Cultist whole archetype, whatever you want to call it. Wow, really? My favorite meme card? There's so many good memes, it's hard to say. I've been playing Syanna a lot lately. I like Shere Khan. He's pretty cool too in shield wall decks because he can give him some protection. I love them all. Oh, that's a great seize.
Power, the object
Right.
of dark desire.
I mean, should we still play into it, even without Osril? Yeah, we keep going. Could use Fisher King to get Osril.
Love to hear it beg for mercy. Not that it helps.
I'm open-minded. This was a big commitment from them. Bank. I wouldn't say there's such thing as always good, but sometimes it's good. It depends on your deck. What kind of a deck are you playing? Where's the strength in your deck? There's nothing wrong with that. It just depends on how your hand's looking too. Just those few things. Like for a monsters deck, I don't want a long round 3 against a heavy control deck, right? Because we're not doing any damage. They'll just pick us apart. So that's why I'm just pushing a bit here. Sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes you go card down the next round, but still okay because you got a lot of points.
It could very well
Just
be
depends.
the deal of a lifetime.
So I'm probably going Koshi leader and then we just leave it. Would have been good to have Osril here, man. Cool, thanks a lot, appreciate it. I do have another video coming up for it.
Let's not play with fire.
Probably, when's it gonna be? August 7th. I'll have some content on that. Look at those points, man. Because I actually have an interview coming up, I'll make an announcement. Got something in the works. King of Beggars? Yeah, hopefully.
The fire cleanses.
Thank you, appreciate it.
Penance, you confirm your guilt.
High strength?
Fire guides. The eternal fire protects.
You mean like out of the top 500 kind of stuff? Should I just go all in, man? How could... Should I do it? I don't know. Maybe. Because this is triggering a fair bit of thrive too. 5, 6, 7. And I could replay the deploy with this.
I shall take back what is mine.
We could replay Sir Scratch-a-Lot, can't we? Yeah. Good. But yeah, like 25.50 around there, yeah. I love it, man. Double cross? Oh, they're going first, are they? Oh, cool. With a new plant? Yeah, as backup plays. I wouldn't really aim for it. Why not? It's good to think outside the box. Don't get stuck in the box, my friends. Get out of the matrix. Don't be stuck in the matrix.
You played your hand. Now, allow me to retort.
Oh yeah, it's great. Remember Renfrey and she'll appear. 4 times? Probably would. Yeah, it repeats the deploy. Probably would. I wouldn't be surprised.
And if I insert a needle here, what then?
Oh yeah. Definitely. Oh!
You mistake stars reflected
Oh!
in the night sky.
No! Might be a renegade deck. Life is pain, but after the pain is gone, there is much pleasure. We're not worried about the pain, mate. We accept it and embrace it, and we keep moving forward. A Viking mindset, yeah. 300, Viking, all that epic stuff. That's what we're here to preach, mate. Strength. This is a sick hand. This is suspicious now, though. This or this. I mean, I'm probably just... Yeah. It's gonna be this. Should I keep Pella? There may be a lock there. There could be a lock in that deck. I just made a deck with Skellige. Love Skellige. I just try to focus on what isn't out there that much and build decks around what we're not seeing too much of. I'll play anything, man. It's all good. Love it all.
They're surprisingly clean creatures, as it happens.
That's alright, no problem. Yeah, I made a Witches deck just recently. Last night.
Boss doesn't like you.
Why doesn't the boss like me? I'm very kind to boss.
When pigs fly, eh?
And now what are you gonna get? You're gonna get cat? Here we go.
Do I enjoy torture? Perhaps.
Maybe I should hide this quick. And our witches. Who knows? I might come around to a deck for them. I wouldn't mind going on a bit of a Witcher spree. Do some just Witcher themed decks. We don't have long till the season crosses over, huh? I'm sure there'll be some big changes.
True love could
Yeah,
lift the curse
that's a
before
great
it
copy
lasts.
target, isn't it?
Freak.
Just a peek. That is all I need.
It's absolutely fantastic. Surprised they're still not going leader, to be honest with you. We're not seeing any locks. Should I still wait? Playing it a bit early here. Cat's getting changed and Renfree, something to do with those two. That's what I heard. I don't know what kind of changes. Your favorite card? The premium looks pretty cool, huh? Ozra would be fantastic for them.
A person of trifling import, you say?
Frost, really? Frost is interesting. Why Siana? We're playing Osril for the deploy twice. This card here. You consume Egan and you consume Spear Tip. Wait, so I'm playing this one here, right? Well, row space. Probably run out of room. Yes, yes, looks like it. Yes, that's true, Shade.
Gotcha, puppy.
Quick, move those hooves, or we'll both be hammered.
Are they likely to kill something on our side? Need to consume the ones. Take care, 666. Much love, my friend. We're not gonna have room, man. Wait a second. I just have to do this. Can we win 3 cards, like, not playable from here? Because we've got Cat. Unless they're gonna kill something with Renfrey. Because we're actually still playing this out. Keep that in mind. Engines are carrying us through. I'm not playing my hand, and watch what we're doing. Just remember, I'm not playing my hand here. Oh, that's disgusting. Get rid of that. Good meme ain't bad. I feel ya. It's me first. Why not? Yeah, we could do that for sure, Shiro. We'll take a look first. We'll see what we have to work with. It may be... probably is a good play to do right now, actually. Thanks for the match, Fox. Really appreciate it. GG. Hope you had fun. I think your Sabbath lost a bit of value around 2, huh? You don't know why I pulled out 1? You mean the units from the graveyard? I think maybe there wasn't enough units for you to pull. I'm not sure what happened. I guess we could play this. Or we could actually kill that off now. The first leaf? You're probably right. I think if there's not enough units, Fox, you don't pull out the max. Here we go. Double harvest incoming.
Act your age. At 2 centuries, you behave like you were
Yeah,
barely
I think
one.
that's right, Max. I didn't have 3. Maybe that was the confusion. He out there doing his thing, boy.
We ought to help one or the other.
It's all good, Fox. Either way, you went out swinging. That's what we love to see.
Fly, princess, fly!
Come on, princess. Win us a match.
The forest burns! We must save the trees!
Circle's good. No doubt. So if we lose on even, at least we have resilience. Yeah, that's smart. Alright. She's still a threat, man. If you don't kill her, she's a threat still. Sup, Vass? How are you, my friends? Don't worry about a fox. We're all friends here. We're here to enjoy the game any way possible. Just reflect on the match, see how you could have improved. Don't take it too serious. Just enjoy the ride. Yes, we got Syanna in here, my friend. We absolutely do. Forgot to use leader, right? Yeah, misplays happen, you know.
The earth will flow with the blood of Enshay, the blood of elves.
Probably not, to be honest with you. I don't know, they didn't really catch my eye. Maybe it's the way they work, I don't find it interesting myself. So I just didn't get into them, to be honest. I'm not knocking it, it's just, I don't know. That's how I felt. And probably because I saw a few people already do the crazy spam of it. Like, I don't feel there's something for me to achieve if I make a deck around it. It's been like overused a lot out there, I can see. In every specific order? Okay. Oh crap, what are we doing now? What's up, Hugo? How are you, my friend? We're playing Syanna, double consume with Osrul. We have Cat in this deck, Koshi's. Well... honestly, probably in this case I play her now. Isn't it? I don't really know how far they're pushing. We'll get carryover with this. Really? Well done, Bullia.
Yes, they won't let us talk to strangers.
Well, you know what? That leaves this too. It's not really that bad. We do have carryover at 18. Maybe they kill it now. Okay, that's smart then. Right, I see. Nope, that's good. Do I really have to spend Cat? Probably. Oh, jeez. Okay. Alright. If I can get Koshi... I have Osrul for 18 on the spear tip. Not really, Hugo. I don't really play it like that. I just save it with Syanna to the end. It's a bit of a meme deck. Alright. Yeah, baby. Here we go. Charge. That's right. We got this. We absolutely shall not surrender. I refuse. You must take the match from me. I never quit. I'm not afraid of her either. Absolutely not afraid. Yes! Ho ho ho! Look at that. Double thrive. My Aussie's bigger than your gourd, mate. Do all the hocus pocus you want. It's not gonna save you. No black magic works against me. Oh yeah, that's right.